I have had the joy of having the last 24 years teaching Cumberland County history, which is incredible because I'm not from here. I'm from the Midwest, and you move to central Pennsylvania, and what contributions does it have? Amazing, amazing. So if you partake of learning, coming to these events, it will be so satisfying because central Pennsylvania has an incredibly important link to understand the big stories about who we are and where we come from. You have, for example, a man by the name of William Thompson, who is this pivotal person. You can understand immigration and its contributions, the struggles of coming here and becoming successful, the challenges of being on the frontier. He ends up going into the French and Indian War. He's not a trained soldier to start with. And those experiences reshape him. And once you understand that piece, then the American Revolution makes so much more sense. And so you've got this individual who bridges the French and Indian War into the American Revolution and becomes basically the beginning of the U.S. Army. And that story is very compelling. But you also have the addition of his marriage. In his success, he is able to win the hand of the most notable beauty in all of Philadelphia, arguably maybe the most beautiful woman in all 13 colonies. And she comes from a family that also is revolutionary minded. And the linking of these two, this couple, become like the ultimate symbols of patriotism. What are the sacrifices? What were the challenges? Because he goes off to fight, an incredible story, but so is hers, because she's left here on the frontier to continue, the businesses, the running of the farm, the family, the community, to be the support for her husband, who becomes a prisoner on these prison ships. And her story, what she's also willing to do, what she's willing to contribute, is a fascinating new dimension to understand the entire breadth of life here in the 18th century and why Cumberland County is very much worth exploring, and that you will be completely compelled by the stories of the people that were here, William Thompson, Catherine Ross, and a myriad of other people. So come on the journey. I promise you, you will be amazed and delighted. One of my greatest privileges is to engage with the spouses of those that come here to study international studies at the War College. So there's two groups. There's the international spouses, and then there's the women that are here in the United States that form the background for it. And one of the things that happens at the beginning of every time I engage with them is that I get emotional. I can feel it, because without them, there isn't anything. We have all of these support networks, Halliburton, huge companies that are the backbone of the Army. But truly, it's their families. It's the families, because it's what we fight for, right? I mean, it's legendary in song, in literature. It was true then, it's true now. The men go off to fight, and they have their very valuable experiences. But the women that are here are also, they have to form a bedrock. They have to be an anchor for the experiences of the men, right? So they have to hold it together while they're gone, flex for when they come, when they return, be prepared for the changes and the challenges and the sacrifices that come with fighting for a nation to preserve our freedoms and our securities. Army history, Army family history. There isn't the one without the other, right? The Army is there isn't Army without people, right? And it's the story of people. And it doesn't matter who goes into the Army. Any individual man is still linked to a family. Any individual woman is still linked to a family. So it can be spouse, it can be sister, mother, brother, cousins. And one of the things that is really important is that we keep those connections. When there's big wars, the entire population and the Army are working together, right? And we know this, it's one of the things that makes us drawn to World War II, right? When the home front and the war front were much more closely aligned. It's much more difficult in the world that we are in today to link the story of Army and family because it doesn't have the breadth to it. And yet it's still there, right? This importance in we as a population becoming the family for the Army, no matter what the time is, no matter what the engagement is.